Alright, welcome back. We're doing this. It's been several months. I should just announce the results. Okay, so there were 33 people who made it into Phase 2. Some of those changed around a bit. Default Scratch Avatar, Hood, and maybe a couple others quit. Possibly existing? Not sure. So yeah, quitting in Phase 2 and releasing 0 projects are pretty much the same thing, so it doesn't really matter. Also, Spikehead existed and then made 1 project. So yeah. Okay, so before we begin, Existy, Bad Draw, Fred the Cat, Meme Circle, Hood, Rubik's Cube, CB34, Skate, Bottle, Squeak, Pixel, Default Scratch Avatar, Dynamite, and Laptop all released 0 projects. They are automatically disqualified. Some of them were featured in other people's projects, but if they didn't release a project themselves, they are automatically disqualified. I apologize, Dynamite. You could have probably helped with, something related to the thing you were doing with Coco Bunny, but since they were all on Coco Bunny's account, just by default, you're gonna have to be disqualified. Also, even if that wasn't a rule, you were in, 1 episode of the comic thing. And the rest of you just didn't do anything. So, yeah. Of the 19 of you who did do it, there were 50 or 60 projects released or something, I think. So one person created the most projects easily, with 9 projects released, which is way more than 2nd place 6, 3rd place 5, 4th place 4. Nobody else had released more than 3 projects. And there's 4, 5, 6, 9. The person who released 9 projects did pretty much exactly what I was hoping for. A lot of you made Deep Lore, and that was cool. You'll all get your chance to shine. But these were 9, kind of fun projects of this character going around and just kind of doing things with, some kind of final thing at the end, which, by the way, was really cool. That boss scene was really cool with the way you use the tiles in the fake gameplay. I've probably given it away by now. The object I'm referring to is Meta Knight Toy. Congratulations, Meta Knight Toy. Welcome to Phase 3. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I'll be teleporting the 11 contestants that make it to Phase 3 here as I announce them. And the rest of you, canonically, don't know Phase 3 is over. Feel free to make whatever projects you want. You are eliminated. You will come back for the finale. And you still won't know that the Phase 2 has ended. Although you could have your suspicions. I don't really care. So, welcome back, Meta Knight Toy.
It's good to be back. I just hope that Photonegative Pin makes it in.
Actually, Photonegative Pin is the next one joining you in Phase 3, along with Muck. These two are tied because they both had their strengths. Muck's was really heavy on lore and had some kind of game part involved with it, which I thought was kind of cool. Whereas Photonegative Pin's was a lot less heavy, and some of them were a bit filler, but there were more entries. One of them prioritized quality over quantity, whereas the other had a lot of Minecraft references, frankly. But they're both great, so they're both tied for 2nd best. Good job, you two. Next up is Cursor. Their entries were just great overall. I really like the thing with the thing, the thing and the, Although Cursor did die in his last entry, so I'll get Matthew to recover him later. And yes, I did see that. I was literally watching everything. Including, And the next contestant continue on to Phase 3 is... Joy-Con? Joy-Con, what happened? Don't ask. Oh. Hey, what's the big idea? Okay, I have no idea what that was about, but Joy-Con's entries were kinda pandering to Matthew's interests a little bit. I have no idea what that means, but that's what Matthew told me. Although Joy-Con's last episodes were a bit, how do I say this, incoherent, which is why he's so low on the list. Okay, I'm going to speed through a few because I'm kind of getting bored. Pink Tool's third entry, technically, actually released today, and it's super cool, and he probably would have made it in, but he definitely wouldn't have been quite this high on the list. Coco Bunny's entries, and just, like, Coco Bunny overall, like, she's amazing. I love her style. I love how committed she is to the show. It would be a crime for me to not let Coco Bunny into Phase 3. It's just kind of a shame that, like, you didn't get much done in your Phase 2 entries. Like, you had 3 episodes, and they were pretty filler, honestly. Like, you dynamite left and you died. That's about it. If it weren't for that, you'd be much higher. Apple and Sailboats, honestly, was just fine. I mean, they did, like, the second most entries out of everyone, maybe the third most, I don't actually remember. And also, the lore was great, but, it was kind of confusing, the thing with, like, speedrun in the later episodes. And also, D3F only had 1 entry, but he created, like, a literal planet, so, yeah, I didn't really care for the entry. Honestly, we're only letting T3F in because he's, like, really crazy to have around. Like, he kind of brings, like, half of the interesting part of the show. And yes, I am going to keep calling you T3F. T3F. Oh, he's gonna kill me over this. So that just leaves these 10 left in limbo. Of the 10 of them, only 2 can be our final 2 slots into Phase 3. Alright, so, look, this is taking forever, and I need to get this video out. So, the contestants, highlighted in red, don't make the cut. For whatever reason, they're just, their projects aren't high enough quality, basically, to, like, merit even consideration. I'm glad you guys did the challenge, but sorry, you're not making it. You don't make it. That's all I can say. Just want to make, like, a special comment for, like, Jawbreaker's thing. I like the party house idea thing, but, like, I'm gonna be honest, you just kind of doomed the entire Double Boys Alliance. For one thing, none of them made any projects. And 2, all you guys did was spend time partying in your party house. Like, that's a cool idea and all, but it makes so much more sense if you guys don't know that you were eliminated and therefore spend the next, like, the entirety of Phase 3 just partying. Jawbreaker, you've doomed your alliance. And I love it. So that leaves these 5. All 5 of you had great entries. And this was a very tough decision. I am very sorry to the 3 of you who don't make it. If I could, I would let all of you in, but I promised 11, and I'm sticking to my promise. So, I'm actually going to go from the bottom. The first one not making it to Phase 3 is Defenseless. I just, like, I love the way you, like, your entries kind of, like, mixed with photo negative pins, but it's just that, like, I mean, that was about it. And you made, like, 2 or 3 entries, and just all the others are better. That's all I have to say. Sorry, DF. DF, what was I thinking? Sorry, dude. Also not making it Pisces symbol. I feel like your thing could have been great if you had gotten more time or gotten more out. And you had good animation and everything, but I think you prioritized quality over quantity and ended up with, like, 2 episodes which don't even function properly because, honestly, Scratch can't handle that good animation. And you don't end up going much of anywhere. You get pecked by some birds and then chat with some folks in a village. And that's just, it's a bit, there's not much to it. I would have loved to have you in phase 3, but it's just not good enough. I'm sorry. And then there were 3. 2 of you are getting into phase 2. One of those 2, getting into phase 3 rather, is Dollar Hat. Despite what your comment on the Discord may suggest, your single episode was, in fact, enough to get you in. That's about all I can say. I have much more to say about the other 2, so let's just move on. Pixel, Chocolate Bar. Both of you actually had, very similar entries. Chocolate Bar made 2 in her, chocolate bar-y style, which alone should probably be enough to get her in easily. Whereas Pixel's only project was released this week, and it's basically just a compilation of Pixel doing random things, which isn't a bad idea. But of course, I have to make a decision. This was probably the most difficult choice pertaining to CAPPY I have ever had or will ever have to make. I wish I could keep both of you. But the person moving on to phase 3 is Pixel. Chocolate Bar's entries were, chocolate bar-y. But the problem was, they didn't really go anywhere. Chocolate Bar got attacked by some squirrels and then led off somewhere by some orbs. And that was about it. That was the problem with a lot of entries. There wasn't, much actual, content to it. That's what I liked about some of the really good ones, like Meta Knight Toy and Photo Negative Pin. They did so much with the amount of time they were given. And you guys should have been able to do that too. Chocolate Bar, if you had done, anything at all, then you would be in phase 3. I have to say that honestly. Whereas Pixel, I admire your dedication. Just the fact that, despite the fact that you didn't release an entry for 2 months, pretty much, and then you finally managed to get one out, and it's pretty good. Not gonna lie, it's definitely up there. So, for you to, come back like this, that's such a, underdog move, and I can't, not, condone that. Are you gonna get eliminated, within the first 3 episodes of phase 3? Almost definitely. But I can't wait to see you try. And I honestly am really excited to see how far you get, Pixel. Congratulations on making it to phase 3. Alright, we have our final 11. You ready to go, Matthew?
Yep, just give me a sec. Well, that can't be good.
Huh, this isn't like what happened last time. Ah!
Whoa, what was that? Beats me, Cappy.
Oof. Matthew, what's the big idea?
That wasn't me, I swear.
Hello, Cappy. Oh no.